All right, Biafrans, I've seen a lot of reactions yesterday over our Prime Minister's case that Finland brought out, the Finnish police brought out some days ago. You see, one thing I want you guys to know is that thank God that it happened. You know why I mean that? Thank God that that's happened, because you see, Nigeria think that they can get away with everything that they do. Nigerian government think that they are top notch. They think that they can use money and our mineral resources in Biafraland to bribe any country of their choice. You see, when you are set up for destruction, this is what happened. So Biafrans, I want you to understand that you don't need to be worried. You don't need to be scared. And I'm going to explain this in details for you guys so that you stop being bothered, you stop reacting negatively, you stop going into, most of you have gone into coma. You don't need to stretch yourself over this. Now what happened is that the Finnish authority has finished their investigation. They didn't come to Nigeria, they didn't come to the southeast. So the investigation that they did was in collaboration or in conjunction with the Finnish police. And the Finnish police has said, the head of the Finnish police said, oh, this is the whole thing that they found out. That they found out our Prime Minister was using social media to incite terrorism. Now, they did the investigation. The investigation has not gotten to court. Now, Prime Minister is very intelligent. He has always wanted this case to come to court. He has always wanted to challenge the Nigerian government in court. Now, this is the opportunity for Prime Minister and for the Nigerian government to sit in Finland court or in ICC to defend these allegations, because there must be a cross-examination, there must be witnesses from Nigeria. Maybe somebody will come and testify as they are using Mazina and the Kanu to do caricature in Nigeria. It is not like that here. So somebody must come, not covering your face. You must come and say, oh, Simon Èkpá incited you. Okay, so that is number one. Then number two, Nigerian government narrowed themselves to a corner, because where they got it wrong was, okay, you said Èkpá should be extradited, and these people said, okay, let them look for a way to see how they can try him here before handing him over to you. And you said no, that he must be extradited, and all the shenanigans that played out on the media, the Finnish authorities saw it, so they kept quiet, and now their investigation is over. Now they founded the 4 other people that was with Prime Minister, that they are not guilty. The same judge said this thing is lacking evidence and is lacking substantial, reasonable evidence. So there is no need of these guys there is no need of the court or the police wasting their time over these 4 guys. So go. Now, it is the same judge that they are going to submit our Prime Minister's case, which our Prime Minister will never let this to slide, which I know him very well, because enough of this nonsense from Nigerian government. So at this moment and at this point, Biafran should not be bothered. You should not be worried. The only problem Nigerians have now, the only problem is, who is actually going to come and defend this case in Finland for Nigeria? Is it Tinubu? Is it General Christopher Musa? Is it Bianca Ojukwu? Because you must prove beyond reasonable doubt that Mazi Simon Èkpá did what you said he did. That is where the problem is. Now, who is going to come to defend this case in Finland? Who? Maybe Sheyi Tinubu. Maybe they will bring Sheyi Tinubu to come and defend the case. Who else? Akpabio. Maybe Akpabio will come and sit and defend this case, or stand to say, oh, Prime Minister has done this with evidence and proof. So Biafrans, this is the prayer Biafrans have been praying for. This is the time that Nigerian government has shot themselves completely in the foot. And remember, I am not here to do any content. I am not here to tell you what is not. What is happening now is in the favor of Biafra. Believe you me, it doesn't matter what Nigerian government does. So the people that did the investigation is Nigerian police, our Nigerian government, and Finnish authority. So that is why I said to some people, join us in our X handles. You can join, look for Drake on X and join our X handle, and join us in all our meetings. You are going to learn a lot. And this thing that I'm coming out to always explain to Biafrans, just because I don't want you to be depressed. That is why I'm always coming out on my social media handle to tell you what is going on. Because if I don't sensitize Biafrans, most of you would have gone into depression. Most of you would think, oh, Nigeria has finished Biafrans. And all these things that Musa is doing, they are taking notes. So Biafrans, on this note, I want you to understand that Nigeria has narrowed themselves in a corner that they can never escape Biafrans, and they can never escape Mazi Simon Ekpa this time around, because Mazi Simon Ekpa played this game wisely. So Nigeria is now coming to court. That is why they put terrorists inciting, not like he's a terrorist too, but intention of sorry, I think I don't have it off hand, and I can't really pause and bring it out, but I know with terrorist intention, there's a place that is stated it categorically, terrorist intention. Not they found him guilty of instigating terrorism, but trying to use the social media for terrorist intention. That is the way the English was spoken, you know. So you are going to come to court. Not that it's a terrorist, though, but with terrorist intention. So now they want to draw Nigeria out. They want to draw Nigeria to themselves, to Finland. So because as you have made a claim over someone, you will definitely come to defend it. So Biafrans, this is where I give this man a cap. I give a hand. Because the truth remains that Mazi Simon Ekpa knew that this was going to happen. They played this game very well. Oh boy, I give them to you, our brother. A Prime Minister, we give them to you. So today, again, just join our fundraising and you will hear Dr. Ngozi Rabweze say more and throw more light on this topic. You can join her on our X handle, which I have put out the X handle of our Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, on my Facebook account. So go there, you find it. So join us today as we proceed to the next level of this whole process of coming to Finland to defend Nigeria. So Nigeria, you bring the best of your lawyers, yeah? Because I know you cannot come. And they can't come. They know what will happen to them. And I'm telling you that if Nigeria definitely come here, they can't go back. Trust me on this one. So Biafra, I'll see you in the other room. Have a wonderful day.
All right, I've actually said this times without number, just as the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku will always say, what you don't know is bigger than you. It's as simple as that. What you don't know is bigger than you. And that is why, you draw a lot of conclusions, from the ongoing that is not meant to be. The ongoing that is not meant to be. I saw how so many people reacted, when the rumors, were spreading, about the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku being incarcerated back or rendition back to the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. I kept on screaming and I kept on shouting, it is not going to happen. This thing is just a matter of common sense. Common sense. Common sense will make you understand that it is not going to happen. There is a law, and these countries, respect what they call human rights. There is no country, like countries that understand the rule of law. Countries in Europe, these top countries, world countries that don't know what human rights is all about, and they respect it to the core. They respect it. This is one thing that has actually, taken them this far. So you can't just bring in anything and expect it, to just work for you. This is not the zoo where anything goes. This is not the zoo where corruption is the order of the day. What they only know is corruption. That is why I kept on screaming. Looking at it and looking at how things are turning out, there is no way that Simon Ekpa Njoku will be extradited back to the Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Never. At least, people are beginning to see the light in what we said earlier. People are beginning to see the reality. People are beginning to now know that come what may, anyhow way the matter won't be, no matter how they want to twist it, Simon Èkpá Njoku cannot just be extradited back to the animal kingdom. In fact, as a matter of fact, Simon Èkpá will be released as quickly as possible. I've been saying this thing, even just like Rosé said, where he said so many people attacked him, that he said that the prime minister was going, that was the same way they came, on my social media handle, on my YouTube, and attacked me also. They said the times without number. You said the prime minister will be released. These things are processes, and it's going to happen. But you should know that it is just beyond the prime minister being released. The zoo started a fight that they cannot finish. That is the first thing first. So we have to finish the fight, because the person in question, Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, is ready with all his evidences to trash the zoo government in international court. Let them come out. Also, Rosé made the clarity. Who is going to represent the zoo? Is it Ojukwu's wife? Who? Can she represent the zoo? Is it Musa? Musa is now a pastor. He's now going to the altar to pray because he's now overwhelmed by the pines in Biafraland. But you gave rooms to this. This is where I have problem with them. You kept on lying to deceive the people just because you don't want to expose the zoo. You gave rooms for this, and this is why, the fight has been going on. The innocent people have been the ones who are suffering. Yet you have failed to make international communities know that the people who are actually causing this high level of insecurity is the Nigerian military. If they did the needful, by now we won't be talking about the issue of this high level of insurgence and insecurity. But the reality is that Biafrans are still fighting. Biafrans are not giving up. And the Biafran Liberation Army are doing the needful. On that note, let us give you this important news before we round up the day. As this news came to us, we just, brought it in, for Biafrans to hear. Please make sure you listen and share this video to as many groups and platforms as possible.
Nigerian police moves to unalive innocent Biafrans on the May 29th and 30th Heroes Day lockdown declaration. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 19th of May 2025, and I have a very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want everyone to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important, I can assure you, my people, especially those of you who are here within the Biafra territory. I want all of you to pay very close attention. And if you are living in diaspora and you are from Biafra, especially you are from where they call Southeast, if you are an Igbo person, Igbo man, Igbo woman, wherever you are all over the world, you will have no other option than to pick up your phone, get in touch, call your people, let them know the current situation, that the murderous police of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, is now involved. They have made a comment. Although I have received this very news a couple of days ago, but I was waiting for a certain declaration or statement from some certain individuals so that I can be able to, bring them together and connect the dot. But fortunately to them, they didn't make the comment. You understand? They did not make the comment. So, and then I will have no other option than to come and read this very news. But if they make comment tomorrow or moving forward before the 29th and 30th lockdown declaration, I will still come and connect the dot with this very news that I'm reading today. So pay attention. If you are in the diaspora, pay attention. You must call your people to let them know. A couple of days ago, I gave you a certain news that Biafra Defense Forces, BDF, official BDF, has declared 2 days lockdown, 29th and 30th of May, to honor our fallen heroes and heroines who fell in the hands of the Zoo terrorist army from the 30th of May, 1967 to 1970. And our men and women are still fallen till today. So every 30th of May is always a Biafran day, the day that we all mourn the dead and celebrate their effort to usher the way to freedom that we are expecting to start enjoying any moment from now. So I gave you that very news, and I told you that the official Biafra Defense Forces have declared 29th and 30th of May 2025 as total lockdown in Biafra territory. Little did I know that the criminals, Ebugus Omapota, Febugus Omapota, were declared 30th of May sit at home lockdown. Because Mandi Bosino Nabo, Opa Giago, Mbada Biali Orere. Opa Giago, Mbada Abiali Orere. So DOS has finally found their voice. They can now speak. They want to use this lockdown to regain themselves, or maybe look for relevance. They are now searching for relevance. They want to use May 30th to gain relevance. But lucky enough, our people are very lucky that Biafra Defense Forces came from the blue and declared 29th and 30th of May lockdown in remembrance of our fallen heroes between 1967 to 1970 till this day. So without further ado, I want to show you what the zoo police has said. You all know how they operate. You know their modus of operandi. They cannot come out to tell you we are coming to unalive you. They won't say that. But once you hear them issue a threat, or you hear them saying they are going to protect you, it literally means they are coming to unalive you. They are coming to send you to your maker. So the earlier our people understand it, the better for all of us. So without further ado, let us read the news in full details. And as you can see on your screen, I will be reading from Punch newspaper, Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. And according to that title, they said, police oppose IPOB's Biafran Day lockdown. I am reading this very news today, 19th of May, 2025. So as far as this platform is concerned, as far as this news is concerned, it is a new and breaking news. But they made this very statement just a few days ago. Like as I said from beginning, now let us read in details. The indigenous people of Biafra has declared May 30th, 2025 a public holiday and sit at home across the southeast in honor of Biafran heroes and heroines who died during the 1967-1970 genocidal war. There's nothing like civil there. Now, let me correct here because I don't have to come back to correct here. The lockdown is 29th and 30th of May. 29th and 30th of May. That very order was issued by the Biafra Defense Forces, those who are protecting our land and dealing with the terrorist Nigerian army. And they know. They don't want to validate it because they know that they are working hand in hand with those that they claim to have declared 30th of May lockdown. So they don't want to validate the 29th of May. Are you paying attention? So now let me tell you, what they are going to do is to bring out their tanks in conjunction with the Zoo terrorist army to murder our people, our women and children. Listen, we will get there. We will get there. Let's continue. The pro-Biafra group said all forms of movement by road, air and sea will be banned from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on that day, warning that no human activity will be allowed within what it describes as Biafran territory. But in a swift reaction, the spokesman for the Anambra State Police Command, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, promised police protection. You see? Promise police protection. This is where I have been waiting for them. Now, they said here, promise police protection for residents ona na-egekwa ntị, ona na-aghọta ife m na-aghọta, ona na-anụ ife m na-anụ, ona na-perceive ife m na-perceive. A terrorist organization like Nigerian police, that the ex-Akwa Ibom state governor, according to the news that I gave you yesterday, the immediate past Akwa Ibom state governor has told us that Nigerian police is a terrorist organization. This same terrorist organization is the one coming to tell us that they are going to protect us. Are you paying attention? Are you listening? The same police 2 days ago that said Mahmuda terrorist group in Kwara State are now members of Nigerian police. This is the same police that is coming to assure us of protection. The same police and army who told us that Operation Python Dance was to, get rid of criminal elements in Southeast, thereby using that opportunity to murder 3,333 Igbos in the 5 southeastern states created by Nigeria. Onanegente, this same police that murdered our people in Mpo, at Head Bridge on Onitsha, in Iguacha, all over the places, murdered our people in Eleme, in Enugu, Ebonyi, all over the places, in Imo, is the same police that will come to assure us of protection. We reject it in Jesus' name. We reject it. We reject it with everything in us. We reject it. Fulani controlled police of the zoo can never ever protect the Biafran people, especially the Igbos, because they hate us. And any Igbo man or Biafran man working with them is also a terrorist. Ejidegi emegi family ndi na-egbu mmadụ. Nke for sure. Now they said promise police protection for residents to allow them go about their normal businesses without any fear of humiliation. How do they promise you protection when they are coming to unalive you? How can that happen? It can never happen. Now, as if that is not enough, what if somehow those who they are coming to unalive their own brothers and sisters decide to confront them? Let us just assume that these terrorists in uniform who are coming to unalive our brothers and sisters decide to come out to confront them, to stop them from their evil plans against our people, and then you manage to be the one in the midst of crossfire. How will you do it? What will you do? I am doing my own, giving you the necessary information. There is nothing else you need if not this information, and it's coming on time. On the 29th and 30th, so that day is because now the Nigerian terrorist police and army are now involved. They are now involved. That's why they are making statements. Now let's continue. We are not aware of the lockdown order, but the residents are assured of adequate security, zoo police talking, and are encouraged to go about their lawful businesses without entertaining any fear. They cannot entertain any fear from their brothers and sisters. Rather, they will entertain fears in the hands of the zoo terrorist police. That's all. No Biafran is afraid of Biafran army. No. After all, they operate. Sometimes they come out. We see them. They protect our lands and our borders and our forests. We are not afraid of our army. Rather, we are afraid of the terrorist police and military. Now, they said the terrorist police will not force people to come out from their homes. Did you hear that? The reason why this comment was made is because at least even though no on a record with Indi, at least you can still say no even though no na with Indi at least Igbo blood in him, or maybe not Maya Boni Igbo. So that Ajay Igbo blood can say the police will not force people to come out from their homes, but we will provide adequate security for anyone who comes out to carry out his lawful activity on the said day. Ikenga said, providing adequate security for Igbo people is a no as long as Fulani controlled police is concerned. Now, in a statement issued on Monday, IPOB spokesman Nnamdi Wallace, no, I can't go on to read this nonsense. I don't have time to read nonsense statement from some group of idiots. So, my people, I will try to make this very news very, very short and brief so that those of you who are in WhatsApp groups will be able to download this news and share it in all WhatsApp groups where you belong. It is very, very important to let our people know that on the 29th and 30th, don't come in my comment section to tell me nonsense. Because the zoo terrorist police buo anybody, and then know this message. In our column, zoo police how they are going to deal with our people with coded word of providing adequate security. Also, in our comment section, go and pick up your phone now and call your people. Thank you. To Salon Mozia and make it go viral.